कसं समराइज करणार आपण? बोला. If I want to summarize the nucleus. If I am summarizing this nucleus, so how will I summarize this nucleus?
First discovered by Robert Brown, double membrane.
Chalo, good. So first of all, Robert Brown discovered the nucleus. Then Fleming stained this with basic diacetocarmine and named it as a chromatin. Okay, so this is a double membrane bound structure with inner membrane and outer membrane. In between inner membrane and outer membrane, there is a perinuclear space which differentiate or which is a barrier between the cytoplasm and the nucleus. Okay. Wherever the double membrane, so inner membrane and outer membrane fuse, there is a protein or there is a this octagonal protein which is called as bola, which is called as
chromatin.
nucleoplasmin protein. Nucleoplasmin protein. कुठे कळलं का? So this is the membrane which is getting fused. Okay, this is जहाँ पे वो fuse होता है वहाँ पे यहाँ पे present है ना core पे. So that is a nucleoplasmin protein. Okay. Inside there is a lamina, thread-like structure lamina, nuclear lamina, which is giving shape to the cell.
Nuclear.
Yeah. So then talking about nuclear, so one by one, this is about nuclear membrane. Then there is a nucleoplasm. So it is a gel-like material which contain all enzymes and ATP and everything. So this is the second part. Third part, if we talk about the chromatin, so chromatin is a thread-like structure which contain DNA. Okay. So in the interphase, it is very loose thread-like structure, and when cell division progresses, it becomes a chromosome. That is a condensed part, right? DNA with histone protein is called as DNA plus histone protein.
Plus histone is called as
Nucleosome.
Nucleosome. Yes, it is called as nucleosome. Okay. Chromatin is divided into two. It is a euchromatin and heterochromatin. So genetically active, genetically inactive, but again it is divided into further two. What is it?
constitutive
And
facultative.
yes. And the fourth part is nucleolus. So nucleolus actually is a ribosomal factory. So various rRNA, जर तुम्हाला मागचं आठवत असेल तर we have seen like in 80 sRNA there is larger subunit is 40 and smaller 40 and larger is 60. Okay, and it is having the various RNA in that. So that is assembled in nucleolus. Forget this, we'll study this later. But then nucleolus is a ribosomal factory and helps in the production of this rRNA, so ultimately protein. The cell which are actively involved in protein synthesis is having the more number or larger nucleolus, right? Now you have understood what is a chromatin fiber and what is a chromosome. So let us understand what exactly is a chromosome. Is that clear to you?
Yes.
So now this is what is a chromosome. Okay. Chromosome, there are, if you consider a human cell, hai na? So human cell, there are 23 pairs of chromosome. Out of that, 22 are autosomes and one pair is a sex chromosome. Okay. So chromosome मध्ये this is a primary. Here there is a primary constriction. हे जे आहे, this particular, here it is called as a primary constriction. Okay. And to this primary constriction, the chromatids are attached. So these are the chromatid. That is a simple structure of this chromosome. Okay, so chromosome, how will you define chromosome? Just define chromosome. Okay, how will you define chromosome? Define chromosome. Chala, fast. Recording is on. So, bolo.
Helps in cell division.
Sorry. Simple question I asked. Define chromosome.
Ma'am, chromosome is a long DNA which have a genetic characters.
No, that is not a correct definition. Chromosome during the cell division, कसं सांगणार? During the cell division, chromatin fibers condenses to become thick. And this is called as a chromosome. हो ना, thread like structure जो होता न्यूक्लियस मध्ये, this thread like structure has condensed. हा जो 2 मीटरचा long thread होता that has condensed to form the shorter, and this is called as a chromosome. कळलं का? म्हणजे हा thread हा long मीटरचा thread होता है ना, 2 मीटरचा thread होता न्यूक्लियस मध्ये, that has condensed to form this chromosome. So chromatin thread condense, become shorter and thick to form this chromosome. Okay, कळलं का?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now this chromosome is having the constriction. इथे constriction म्हणजे इथे तो दाबला गेलेला, असं आपण फुलाची पाकळी म्हणतो ना. सो सपोजिंग ही एक पेटल आहे, हा पेटलला इथे कॉन्स्ट्रिक्शन, दॅट इज अ प्राइम, आणि दुसरा पेटल असा इथे जॉईन झालेला, तो ह्या कॉन्स्ट्रिक्शन मध्ये. सो हियर इट इज हॅव्हिंग द कॉन्स्ट्रिक्शन अँड दॅट कॉन्स्ट्रिक्शन इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ सेंट्रोमियर. ओके, it is having a primary constriction, that constriction is called as a centromere, right?
Yes.
Now further, okay, centromere ला हे जे जॉईन झालेले, these are called as a sister chromatid. Sister chromatid है ना, ह्या दोन sister chromatid, ह्या दोन sister chromatid. ओके, आणि ह्या सेंट्रोमरला, इथे हा जो आहे हा सेंट्रोमर आहे ना, ह्या सेंट्रोमरला एक प्रोटीन लाइक डिस्क इज अटॅच्ड. प्रोटीनाशियस डिस्क शेप स्ट्रक्चर इज अटॅच्ड, and that, so this yellow color is a proteinaceous disc like structure, and that is called as a kinetochore, where the spindle fibers are attaching. So you get question, where does the spindle fiber attaches during the cell division? So spindle fibers are attaching to this kinetochore, which are attached in the primary constriction of the chromosome, which is a centromere. फरक कळला? Did you understand what is a chromosome?
Yes.
Centromere and kinetochore. So हा जो आहे हा primary chromosome, thickened part of the chromatin fiber. Centromere is this primary constriction is centromere, and on this centromere there is a proteinaceous disc attached. That proteinaceous disc is this kinetochore. And ह्या kinetochore ला during cell division the spindle fibers are going to attach. I am going to take this next topic, so where I am going to ask you all these questions. Clear है आपको? समझ में आ गया?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, next. Based on the position of centromere, the chromosomes are classified into 4 types. Okay, based upon the position of the centromere, chromosomes can be classified into 4 types. Listen carefully: metacentric, submetacentric, telocentric, and acrocentric. Yes, these are the 4 types. Okay, we are going to study one by one each: metacentric, submetacentric, telocentric, and this is acrocentric. Okay, now tell me, disc shaped structure on centromere are called as? Bolo.
Kineto.
Yes, it is a kinetochore. I hope you are writing based upon the position of centromere. तो ये सेंट्रोमर है यहाँ पे, इसकी पोजीशन इधर आएगी, एंड पे आएगी. तो बेस्ड अपॉन दिस पोजीशन ऑफ सेंट्रोमर, they are classified into following types: metacentric, submetacentric, telocentric, and acrocentric.
मैम एक मिनट में आगे करा.
Yeah.
ठीक है, थैंक यू.
Okay. So metacentric, the centromere is exactly in the center. So metacentric chromosome has middle centromere forming 2 equal arms of chromosome. You get again question on this in the NEET exam. Okay. समझ लो metacentric, write it down. Metacentric when the centromere is exactly in the middle of the chromosome, forming 2 equal arms. So this is half and this is half. If I'm saying this is one chromosome, so it's forming exactly 2 equal arms of the chromosome. So this is a metacentric chromosome where the centromere is exactly in the center. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Metacentric. Okay. Next. Submetacentric, when the centromere is near to one end of the chromosome, resulting into one shorter arm and one longer arm. So इथे हा आहे centromere is forming one shorter arm and one longer arm. So it is nearer to one end of the chromosome. Okay, not forming the half. So this is 1/4 and this is 3/4. If this is a one chromosome. Clear? So that is a submetacentric chromosome when the centromere is near to one end, forming one short arm and one long arm. So it is a submetacentric chromosome. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Now third, acrocentric. So centromere is situated close to its one end. So this is one very short arm. This is one very short arm and one is a long arm. So understand, this is a acrocentric. This is submetacentric and forming 2 equal arms. So this is metacentric. फरक कळतोय का तिघांमधला?
Yes.
Yeah. So it is close to its one end, very close, not exactly at the end, but it is close to the one end and extremely short arm and one very long arm. So that is a acrocentric. Okay. And now the telocentric. So this is exactly at the terminus. So this is exactly at the terminus. So it is just having one sister chromat. Okay. When the centromere is at the terminal centromere is so not forming 2 arms, just a one arm. So it is telocentric at the tip of the chromosome. So it is at the tip of the chromosome. It is a टेलोसेंट्रिक क्रोमोसोम. क्लियर है?
Yes.
Okay. Now another is a satellite chromosome. So remember what is a satellite chromosome. So you know this is a chromosome with the centromer, and this we called as a primary constriction. Okay. In certain chromosome there is a secondary constriction also present here. This is a secondary constriction. Generally all the chromosome they are having the primary constriction, but few chromosome they also have the secondary constriction, and this is called as a satellite chromosome, or it is a SAT chromosome. Okay. Some chromosome non-staining secondary constriction at a constant location. This gives the appearance of small fragment called satellite. कळलं SAT chromosome or the satellite chromosome? कळलं का हे?
सांगा ना.
Satellite chromosome मध्ये one more constriction. Generally all chromosome is having just a primary constriction, centromer, but some chromosome is having a secondary constriction also. This gives again a small fragment at the top, and that is called as a SAT chromosome. Satellite सारखं त्यांच्या डोक्यावर असतं, so it is a SAT chromosome. तो इथे दाखवले बघ. So this is a satellite. So हे जे आहे, this is a primary constriction, and here there is a secondary constriction. Satellite त्यांच्या डोक्यावर लागले, so that is a SAT chromosome. Chromatin appearance is beads on string. Beads on string म्हणजे कसं की हे beads जिथे काय आहे हिस्टोन प्रोटीन, आणि ह्या मध्ये मध्ये असलेल्या स्ट्रिंग्स जशी आपली परत मोत्यांची माळ, पण मोती हे थोड्या थोड्या अंतरावर है ना. Yeah, so that is a beads on string appearance. Okay, clear to you?
Yes.
Yeah. So the beads are known as nucleosome. So we know DNA with histone protein. Now this is a histone protein. त्याच्यामध्ये पण DNA आहे. So that is a nucleosome. So DNA plus histone is a nucleosome. So here you can see. Yes. So this is a histone protein. त्याचा डिटेल आपण 12th मध्ये करणार आहे, क्वाइट इन डिटेल इन द टॉपिक ऑफ जेनेटिक्स, आणि खूप इंटरेस्टिंग. वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट इज जेनेटिक्स, अँड हेन्स माय क्लास इज जिनोमिक्स. ओके. द नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोझोम. ओके. जिनोमिक म्हणजे काय मी ते सांगते, किंवा जिनोम म्हणजे काय मी सांगते. गॅमेट जे असतात ना, सो इन केस ऑफ फीमेल, एग इज द गॅमेट ऑफ दॅट फीमेल. ओके. And in case of male, sperm is the gamete of that male. So this is a sperm. And they are haploid or diploid. Gametes are. So diploid जेव्हा आपण म्हणतो, so we say 2n is equal to diploid. म्हणजे आपल्या बॉडी मधले, माझ्या स्किन मधले सेल काढले, किंवा माझ्या कुठल्याही पार्ट मधले, लिव्हर मधले सेल काढले, आईज मधले सेल काढले, हेअर मधले सेल काढले. ओके. आणि त्याच्यातला जर डीएनए बघितला तर इट विल बी 46. ओके. म्हणजे 23 पेयर्स. पण एग मध्ये जेव्हा when the female is menstruating, in each menstrual cycle she is releasing one egg which is called as a secondary oocyte, or the male who is producing sperms. The chromosome number here is just 23, not pairs, only 23. म्हणजे प्रत्येकामधला एकच येईल. हे 23 पेअर्स मधली या दोन आहेत ना, पेअर्स म्हणजे अशा दोन, त्याच्यातला एकच ह्याच्यामध्ये येईल एग मध्ये. किंवा स्पर्म मध्ये पण 23च असतील फक्त, म्हणजे एकच येईल ह्याच्यामध्ये. आणि म्हणून जेव्हा हे एग आणि स्पर्म विल फ्यूज इन सेक्शुअल रिप्रोडक्शन व्हेन द बेबी इज फॉर्मिंग, इट विल अगेन लीड टू 46. आता इमॅजिन करा, याच्यामध्ये जर 46 असते आणि याच्यामध्ये पण 46 असते, तर तो बेबी एक जायंट झाला असता, हो ना. And that is the reason why the gametes are always haploid. So 2n is called as a diploid, but when the gametes are forming, gametes are always and always haploid. Whether it is a gamete of human, or whether it is a gamete of any animal, or whether it is a gamete of plant. Even the plant, they are sexually reproducing. Okay, so their gametes are always haploid. You remember, gametes are always haploid. And the gametes मध्ये the number of chromosome in the gamete is called as a genome. The number of gametes, the number of chromosome in the gamete, in this gamete is called as a genome. Okay, so supposing you get a question, what is the genome of human? What number of chromosomes are there in the genome of human? So what will be the answer? Number of chromosome in the genome of human. काय आन्सर असेल?
Total 46 ना पण. आणि 20
the number of chromosome in gametes. So what would be the number in gametes? बोला. काय म्हटलं आपण, जिनोम मध्ये कायम हाफ असतील ना डिप्लॉइड ऑर्गॅनिझम.
23 pairs.
पेअर्स नाही म्हणणार ना, 23 पेअर्स म्हणजे 2n झालं. गॅमेट्स आर ऑलवेज हॅप्लॉइड, दॅट इज n. म्हणजे क्रोमोझोम इन द जीनोम ऑफ ह्युमन इज 23 क्रोमोझोम.
23 हा.
सपोजिंग लाईक हाऊस फ्लायचा 2n नंबर इज 12. घरात आपल्या माशा उडतात ना, हाऊस फ्लायचा 2n number is 12. So how many chromosome in the genome of house fly?
6.
Exactly. है ना? Fern is having the major number of chromosome. Fern मध्ये 1260 आहे, 1260. Number of chromosome in fern, 2n is equal to 1260. So what is the genome of that fern? Number of chromosome in the genome of the fern?
630.
Exactly, 630. तुम्हाला कन्सेप्ट कळली ना की प्रश्न सोडवायला खूप मजा येते. But your concept should be clear. So biology also require the concepts. नुसतं theoretical mugging up नाही. So these concepts are again essential. So got it? What is a nucleosome? What is a genome? Okay.
Yes.
So genome is a complete set of chromosome inherited from one parent. When the human beings are produced, so mother's egg is having 23 chromosome, father's sperm is having 23 chromosome, that get fused to form the baby, who is again having 46 chromosome. That baby will grow when he will be sexually mature, ready for sexual reproduction. Then again, he will give only 23 from the gametes. Gametes म्हणजे काय? Gametes are the sex cells. Okay, gametes are what? Gametes are sex cells. ठीक है?
Yes.
So a typical nucleosome contains 200 base pair of DNA double helix. हे तुम्हाला कळेल ऍक्च्युली पुढे. आणि हे हिस्टोन प्रोटीन. So 2 units of each. न्यूक्लिओझोम जर मागच्या डायग्राम मध्ये तुम्ही बघितला ना, न्यूक्लिओझोम मध्ये बघा, न्यूक्लिओझोम आहे हा. न्यूक्लिओझोम मध्ये हिस्टोन प्रोटीन किती असतात? 8 असतात. 8 डिफरंट टाइप ऑफ हिस्टोन प्रोटीन. आणि हा डीएनए पण तिथे काही लिंक झालेला आहे. तर हा डीएनए किती आहे? 200 बेस पेअरचा डीएनए. हे तुम्हाला थोडंसं जेनेटिक्सचं बेसिक नॉलेज आलं की क्लिअर होईल. तो हिस्टोन प्रोटीन मध्ये काय काय आहे? सो हे आहे हिस्टोन प्रोटीन, याचे प्रत्येकाचे 2 मॉलिक्युल्स असतात आणि हेन्स टोटल हिस्टोन प्रोटीन इज हॅव्हिंग 8. ओके, हे आहे हिस्टोन किंवा हा आहे पूर्ण न्यूक्लियोझोम. हा जो इथला डीएनए ह्याला रॅप झालाय, म्हणजे मी हा एक पेन घेतला, या पेनला जर मी एक थ्रेड लावला तर तो किती थ्रेड मी गुंडाळतीये इथे, दॅट इज द लिंकर डीएनए. दॅट इज द डीएनए विच नॉट लिंकर डीएनए, दॅट इज द डीएनए विच इज देअर हिअर. सो हा जो आहे तो 200 बेस पेअरचा डीएनए. हा जो डीएनए तो 200 बेस पेअरचा अराउंड द हिस्टोन ऑफ कॅम. ठीक आहे, एवढंच लक्षात ठेव. जेनेटिक्स कळलं की हे सगळ्या गोष्टी कळतील.
मॅम मागे करा ना स्लाइड. थँक्यू.
ओके, सो H1 हिस्टोन मॉलिक्यूल हा हिस्टोन कोर प्रोटीन मध्ये नाहीये. ओके, हे महत्वाचं आहे. H1 हिस्टोन मॉलिक्यूल जो आहे तो हिस्टोन कोर प्रोटीन मध्ये नाहीये. तिथे तुम्ही बघितलं तर H1 कुठेच नाही. हा H2, H2B, H3, H3, H4, H4 आणि हा परत H2A आणि H2B. म्हणजे आपण काय म्हटलं, प्रत्येकाचे 2 युनिट. सो टोटल किती झाले बघा, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. सो 8 झाले. तो हिस्टोन 4 प्रोटीन मध्ये फक्त 8च असतात, त्याच्यात H1 येत नाही. मग H1 कशासाठी लागतो? H1 पुढच्या रॅपिंग साठी लागतो. ओके, सो आता एवढंच लक्षात ठेवा, H1 इज नॉट कमिंग इनटू द हिस्टोन 4 प्रोटीन. Just write it down. H1 molecule lies outside and it is not coming into the histone core protein. ओके, डीएनए वरचा चार्ज हा कायम निगेटिव्ह असतो. याच्यावर पण प्रश्न येतो. हे कसं आपण बायोमॉलिक्यूल मध्ये शिकू. डीएनए वर ऑलवेज चार्ज निगेटिव्ह असतो आणि हिस्टोन वर ऑलवेज चार्ज पॉझिटिव्ह असतो. आणि म्हणून देर इज अ पॉझिटिव्ह निगेटिव्ह अट्रॅक्शन आणि ते टाइटली एकमेकांकडे अट्रॅक्ट होतात आणि म्हणून तो न्यूक्लियोझोम प्रॉपर बनतो आणि म्हणून तो 2 मीटरचा डीएनए हा प्रॉपरली रॅप केला जातो because of the charge. So DNA is having negative charge and histone is having positive charge because of the amino acid lysine and arginine. So histone is basically rich with this amino acid lysine and arginine and hence it is having a positive charge. And how DNA is having negative charge, that we'll study in biomolecules. ठीक है?
Yes.
So this is a Bidson string, that is a nucleosome. Okay, histone plus DNA, Bidson string appearing. Understood everything about nucleus and chromosome?
येस.
Nucleus and chromosome. Clear आहे सगळ्यांना? काय डाऊट आहे कोणाला?
नाही.
Okay. So we'll solve some MCQ. बघा जमतात का?
न्यूक्लियस.
Yes, easy.
Yes.
बोला.
प्रोटीन्स का?
Yes, it is protein. है ना? कारण त्याच्याकडे रायबोझोमची फॅक्टरी आहे. रायबोझोम जिथे आला तिथे प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस.
तिथे प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस होतच.
Protein synthesis.
अजून
अल्टिमेट कंट्रोल ऑफ सेल्स, तेच मी बोलणार होती.
प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस तो करतोच, पण त्याच्याबरोबर महत्वाचं काय
ब्रेन ऑफ द सेल का बोलतात, कारण तो सेलचं कंट्रोल करत असतो.
कंट्रोल करतो. प्रोटीन सिंथेसिसचं त्याचं सेकंडरी फंक्शन झालं. असेच ऑप्शन्स येतात नीट मध्ये की इतकं कॉन्फिडन्स असणारे हे करेक्टच आहे है ना. दो प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस हिअर इज करेक्ट. हा जर ऑप्शन नसता तर मग हा करेक्ट होता. पण ऑप्शन काय, पहिलं प्रायमरी फंक्शन काय की कंट्रोलिंग ऑन ऑल सेल ऍक्टिव्हिटी, ऑल सेल मेटाबॉलिझम अँड ओव्हरऑल ऍक्टिव्हिटी. म्हणून मी म्हंटल ना त्याच्यातनं न्यूक्लियस काढून टाकलं तर तो हॉन्टेड हाऊस होईल. आपण तिथे जाऊन राहू का, नाही जाणार है ना, भीती वाटेल. दॅट वे. ठीक आहे, चलो दोनच एमसीक्यू होते. एनिवे, सो दॅट इज ऑल अबाउट द